Take your mask and wear it at all times. I know it'll be difficult, but the farther away you can stay from people, the better.
Testers that they should probably be self-quarantining when they get back home, and at a minimum should be wearing face coverings in large crowds. A new study this morning shows how well that masks and social distancing measures work. A study in the journal Lancet found that even standing just 3 feet from other people helped lower the risk of catching or spreading the coronavirus.
Hey, welcome to our presentation where we choose to talk about a topic I know you have heard about because it has been keeping us in quarantine for about 2 months now, and it has caused a huge impact in the world. COVID-19. First of all, what is COVID-19? Well, COVID-19 is a cause of an outbreak of respiratory illness first detected in Wuhan, Hubei province, China. Since December 2019, cases have been identified in a growing number of countries. Coronaviruses are a large family of viruses that are known to cause illness ranging from the common cold to more severe disease such as a severe acute respiratory syndrome and Middle East respiratory syndrome.
Symptoms may appear 2 through 14 days after exposure. Cough, fever, headache, new loss of taste or smell, repeated shaking with chills, sore throat, shortness of breath, and muscle pain. Symptoms may appear 2 through 14 days after exposure. Cough, fever, headache, new loss of taste or smell, repeated shaking with chills, sore throat, shortness of breath, and muscle pain.
To prevent the spread of the virus, wash your hands several times a day with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Avoid contact with sick people. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. Clean and disinfect objects and surfaces. Stay at home from work or school until you're free of fever, signs of fever, or any other symptom.
Hi, my name is Esteban, and today I'm going to talk about the populations that are most at risk of getting COVID-19. Some people are on greater risk of getting COVID-19 disease, including older adults and people who suffer from chronic diseases. If you are one of those two types, the recommendations that you must have to follow are: recommendation is to stock up on supplies, which that means is to stock a lot of canned food and water, and canned food that has a larger expiration date so they can last a very long time, and that is for you not to go outside as much as other people, so you are in a advantage of not getting the COVID-19. The second recommendation is, during COVID-19 outbreak in your community, stay home as much as possible to further reduce your risk of exposure. The third recommendation is for you to take daily precautions to check the space between you and others. If you need to go out either for buy food or to work, this is a necessity for you to go out, you need to take a 1 meter distance between you and another person for you to take less chances of getting COVID-19. Fourth recommendation is, if you are out in public, stay away from sick people and wash your hands often and avoid close contact. It is common sense to not get around of sick people. If you see someone coughing or sneezing, try to stay as far as possible from that persons, and to follow the given recommendations to put a mask, wash your hands when you're out and in, even to take a shower whenever you go out to your house when you were outside in public. Recommendation is pretty much self-explanatory. Avoid crowds as much as possible. The sixth and final recommendation is to avoid non-cruise travel and non-essential air travel. If you need to go out for an emergency, you can, but if it's not, the recommendation is to stay at home. Do not take any risks. If you follow these recommendations correctly, you don't have nothing to worry about getting COVID-19. Remember to take care of yourself And most importantly, take care of your friends and family. Do not go outside. Stay home.
With all this happening, you must be sure to have a plan. So here are the recommendations we include. Clean and disinfect high-touch surfaces daily in household common areas. It will be like tables, hardback chairs, doorknobs, light switches, remotes, handles, desks, toilets, and sinks. You must have supplies on hand. Also, contact your healthcare provider to ask about obtaining extra necessary medications to have on hand in case there's an outbreak of COVID-19 close to you or like in your community and you need to stay home for a prolonged period of time. Also, if you cannot get extra medications, consider using mail order for medications, like you can order online or contact. Also, it's very important to contact your doctor. Be sure you have over-the-counter medicines and medical supplies, for example, tissues to treat fever and other symptoms. Most people will be able to recover from COVID-19 at home. Also, have enough household items and groceries on hand, but not do over exceed or buy or stuff that you will not use. So, but also it's good to have like a stock of things, like to be prepared to stay at home for a period of time, depending your situation. If possible, choose a room in your house that can be used to separate sick household members from others. If someone in the household is sick, separate them into the prepared room. Yeah, also if caring for a household member, follow recommended precautions and monitor your own health. Stay home and stay safe.
So now I'm going to show you a homemade hand sanitizer made by two simple ingredients, that it's aloe vera and alcohol. First things first, remember to wash it before you start using it. So now I'm gonna start cutting the sides of it. And now cut it in half. Like this. Okay, so now that we have it all here, we're just gonna add some alcohol. Like that. I'm not gonna add too much because I don't want it to be like super watery. Okay, I would highly recommend you use a blender, but I burnt mine trying to make peanut butter, so I'm gonna use this thing. So here's the final look. I'm gonna leave it here because I want to put it in the door, like in the entry, so everyone can grab a little bit whenever they come in. But you can put it in a bottle so you can carry with it wherever you go.
In this video, I will show you the importance of washing your hands with soap as prevention against coronavirus. This represents the virus. Let's see. If I put my unwashed finger on the plate with virus, I will automatically be infected. But if I put soap on my finger, see how the virus spreads quickly without infecting me. So in this way, we teach you the importance of washing your hands well with soap to prevent being infected. Stay at home.